With it being Lent and all, those of you who practice may be wanting some meatless protein. Well, here we go. Today we're going to make red lentil kofta. Hi everybody, Rivet here. Today we're going to make that recipe that comes to us from Armenia. And it is a delicious little meze, and that means it's either an appetizer or can be a mid-afternoon snack. It promises to be very, very tasty, so let's get cooking. We've got 3 cups of water coming to a boil, and I've salted it with a tablespoon of sea salt. To that, we're going to add the 1 cup of red lentils. And the reason we use red lentils in this recipe is because they cook really nicely and get mushy. And that's the whole purpose of lentils, is you want them to get mushy. I've seen recipes with dark lentils, but they don't come out the same. Alright, so we are going to cover that, turn it down to strong simmer, and cook them for 20 minutes. While the lentils are cooking in a skillet with a little bit of olive oil, we are now going to cook the onions until they're translucent and soft, along with the equivalent of 1 shredded carrot and a generous tablespoon of Cheater's garlic. If you're using real garlic, 2 cloves. After everything has softened like that, we're going to take them off the heat and set them aside to cool. Alright, after 20 minutes of cooking, let's check them out. Ooh, yeah. See how nice and mushy they got? Perfect. So, now we need to set this off to the side so this can cool off as well. Alright, so this isn't, oops, sorry about that. Alright, so this isn't cooled off all the way, but that's okay, I'm getting impatient. To that, we are going to add the now definitely cooled onions and carrot. And we're going to add the spices, paprika and oregano. And the quantities will be in the notes below. Coriander and cumin. And at this point, 1/2 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. Now, the quantities for that we're going to eyeball depending on the moisture amounts here, because we want this firm and dry. To this, we're also going to add some fresh chopped parsley and mix that in well also. Okay, we still need a little bit more breadcrumbs. I'll put the total quantity in the notes below, and because I know what the consistency is supposed to be like. And to that, we're going to add 1 beaten egg. So in a skillet over hot olive oil, we made the little patties of kofta, and we're going to fry them until they're brown and crispy. I guess it's taken probably about 3 minutes per side, maybe 4. And here we are, red lentil kofta. Delicious little things. I've tried them. The flavor's so mild but so filling, mouth-filling. All those spices come together so well. And I will add that that addition of the chopped parsley was on me. The original recipes don't call for it, but I was poking around in the fridge grabbing a beer. I saw a container in there. I said, let's clean it out. So boom, I added it. Good idea, really nice. We got some hummus and tzatziki over here. I did not make it, store-bought, but these guys are delicious. I'll make them again. I got several cups of red lentils, which are amazing. I only used 1 cup, and so I'm going to make these again. And look how nice they are, and they break open so pretty. Let's bring one up close. Can you see that? That is really, really tasty. And I'm going to dip it in some tzatziki right here. Mmm. Mmm. That is so good. Some recipes call for adding red pepper flakes. I don't see the need for that. These things don't need to be hot and spicy. They're just delicious on their own. They fulfill all your religious needs. Okay? If you're of that persuasion. Thanks for watching, people. Take care.